Good afternoon, everybody. This is Robert Childress with the Masters Conference. I am super excited to be here today with the CEO of Clara Legal, Cash Butler. How you doing, Cash?
Great.
It's fantastic to see you guys at Legal Tech. Your booth looks fantastic. You guys can all see from the photo. If you haven't heard of Clara Legal, you will. It's really exciting stuff. We're going to cover today a couple little things with Cash. One of the things I wanted to point out before we start asking Cash a bunch of questions is we're all waiting on proposals. We all submit proposals. Law firms, corporations, you guys are getting inundated with proposals and phone calls and you name it. And Cash has developed a solution where it's all in one solution. It's all in one portal where you can access your proposals, you can look at your vendors, you can review everything that you need at your leisure within your time frame and make informed, intelligent decisions, not just basic proposals, but real education around the proposal process, the RFP process. Is that correct, Cash?
That's absolutely correct.
So tell us a little bit about Clara Legal and really refine it for my audience and tell us about what it is we're looking at.
So we automate or we capture the information needed in a very quick and easy manner for corporations and law firms to connect with, identify, and connect with service providers who give the best value, scope, and RFP, just like Robert suggests.
Yeah, so when I think about this, Cash, I think this is the holy grail, right? Everybody's talked about the ability to do this, right? Everybody said, I wish there was. How many times have you had, and I'm talking to my audience here, but I have clients that have said they have engaged with the vendor, they've gone through a process, something hit the fan and they can't use the vendor anymore, whether they lost data or whatever. What are they doing?
Oh, they're logging. So they're working with our concierge desk, but also with our software. We straighten the thing out for them. We provide control to the parties involved, where there tends to be a lack of control when they have these sandpaper moments.
Right. And I like that word, sandpaper moments, right? Because when you have this issue, right, where you have to choose a new vendor, you went through the whole process. Because I see two things here, Cash, right? One, you didn't choose the right vendor in the first place, so you need a system.
Correct.
And two, now you need a system to find the right vendor quickly.
Yes, you need the system to identify good, solid, vetted vendors that have great value to execute your work. There's a ton of vendors out there. Identifying the right vendors, very, very challenging for buyers. New technologies, new innovations, new pricing models all come into play. We keep abreast of that. We vet these vendors. You can put in your preferred vendors, and we make sure you're getting the best of the best when it comes to your work.
Right. So when you say best of the best, how does Clara Legal do that, right?
So we have a very, it's sort of a long process that we vet the vendors. They have to have 3 referrals. We walk them through what we call a business profile, which is more like an RFP.
Right.
And we make sure that they say that what they can do is accurate. So if a vendor says they can do a terabyte of data, process a terabyte of data in 2 hours, our experts say that's probably not possible. But more importantly, we can measure within the Clara Legal application how the vendors perform. We rate the vendors on how they perform based on their service offering.
Right. Well, let me stop you there real quick, because that's an intriguing thing. So you say you rate them, but from what I understand, that the end user has the ability to rate also, correct?
Correct. So it's both subjective and objective ratings, measurable and also perceived. So,
right. Now that's cool, right? Because now you have Clara Legal, who's doing basically the work for you, if you're a partner or a corporation. And then you yourself can rate and digest and input more into the system.
Absolutely. And the real big benefit is that over time, it's going to be the community rating of the vendors it's going to take over for preferred provider status. People are going to be able to trust the community. It's not one person, one company rating a vendor. It is many companies rating a group of vendors, plural,
right?
Multiple times. So the cream is going to rise to the top.
Got it. All right, so Cash, we're gonna go ahead and close this up.
Okay.
We have a Series 2 podcast that we're going to be doing here shortly. So I appreciate your time, and for those of you who are listening to the podcast, look for the Series 2 podcast, and Cash will catch up with you later, okay?
Well, thank you very much, Robert. I appreciate it.